Yes. Now, good morning, my people. Now, good morning. So, today I'm going to be telling you guys a story. So, there's this woman. I think she worked for the UN. You know. So she was in a panel. I think most of you must have seen this video because the woman is very popular. She was fired. I think she was fired. She had a position with the United Nations, and she was fired. I think because of her behavior or something like that. And she was in this panel, I think a TV studio, and she was being interviewed. I think this is what she said. She emphasized one thing. It said, Africans in diaspora, okay, Africans in diaspora must respect Africans in Africans. And Africans in Africans in Africa must respect Africans in diaspora. Okay, that is a key. That is a key word. And I'm starting with that because respect is extremely important. So I was looking at different attributes. I said, okay, let me Google respect. So this is what comes up. It said respect is a core attribute. Respect is a core attribute because it is from having respect for others that we are able to form other values. Respect is core attribute because it is from having respect for others that we are able to form other values. Okay? Like our Ipadi talk, value who value you. Value who value you. Everybody is important. You see, what I like about Ighodalo, okay, is always emphasizing the need of working with diasporans. You know, every time he's talking, he said it at he said it at the studio. He said it when he was in America. I'm talking about the PFM situation room. So he's always emphasizing working with people from the diaspora. It's a governor that understands the skill set of the diasporians. You know that when the diasporans come back with their skill set, they will be beneficial for Edo State economy. You know what I mean? So respect is extremely important. You understand? Respect is extremely important because I'm saying this because our Edo people, especially those one, okay, especially those one that bought a certificate from EPOMA. Before you even talk one or two words, I'm a graduate. Okay, I watched the interview between Mr. Ighodalo and MC Casino. The first thing that comes out of MC Casino, I'm a graduate. Don't look at me like that. I'm a graduate. That's how they behave. That is the typical attitude of those people that live in Nigeria. I talk to them, yes. Sometimes they call me, the one that said is a lecturer, the one that said is a professor, the one that said, I always talk to them, yeah, and anytime we speak on the phone. There's this kind of attitude, I call it patronizing. You know, there's this patronizing attitude when they are talking to you on the phone. They always feel that they are intellectual better than you. You see, according to Jim Rome, it is the marketplace that will determine whether you are valuable or not. It is the marketplace that will determine whether you are valuable or not. It is the marketplace that will decide whether I worth 40 euros an hour. It is the marketplace that will decide whether you worth 40 euro an hour, whether you worth the minimum wage of 12 euro an hour. Okay? It's not by writing big grammar in Facebook. Okay? The reason why I'm saying this is that I will give you an example, like someone like Ivie. Okay, I was watching her. She's into cashier. You know, she works as a cashier in Austria. So people may look down at that job. No. What about tomorrow? I decided to franchise that ShopRite in Edo More. I want to buy it to become my own. Okay, as part of my franchise in Edo State, as part of ShopRite franchise in Edo State, I own it. I said, no, I need the expertise of someone like Ivie to come and help me to manage that ShopRite in terms of managing the cashier, to be like their senior supervisor. Because you see, the difference between you people that live, especially I'm talking about Edo people now, is because Yoruba people don't behave like that. I mean, the people that read my article, 80% are Yorubas. Okay, Yoruba want to learn, even though they have a PhD, they have respect. It's only Edo people. I'm not talking about Benin now. Generally Edo people. When they manage to get the birth certificate from EPOMA, it's all about I'm a graduate. But do you have experience? Do you have the experience? That's the question. That's why in my profession, SCCA, regardless of if you have passed all your professional exam, if you have passed all your, listen to this now, you don't have to write exam paper again with SCCA. You must do 3 years work experience to be a qualified accountant. Work experience is very important. Okay? For example, you are laughing the guy that live abroad, say, if they wash dead body. What if he decided to go back home to set up a funeral home? Do you know the demand for funeral home in Edo State? Okay, I think it's not much. You understand? That experience, you can't buy it. And for someone that work abroad, efficiency is a key. In abroad, efficiency is a big thing in abroad. That means that someone that is coming from abroad, okay, like Lucky Maswen that become our deputy governor, that's someone that is coming home from abroad, have skill set, have experience that is going to bring in, that is going to impact the society. So efficiency is key in abroad. What does that mean? That means that people you see work in abroad work with latest technology. They understand how to operate latest technology. Because any company in this country or 4,500 company in Europe, any development in the area, whether it's in the healthcare sector, whether it's in the cleaning sector, they bring it, their staff start using it. So that person you are laughing that he's a cleaner, that person you are laughing that is into healthcare sector or cleaning dead body, the experience is that you don't have it. You know, I give an example with work experience and having a paper certificate. It's a completely different ball game. Okay? Having a paper certificate is a let me say, I don't know how to put it. Compared with work experience, so work experience is still 70% better than having a paper certificate. And let me break it down to you if you don't know now. To be a PhD holder, all you need is to read a minimum of 30 books. Sorry, maximum of 30 books. Maximum of 30 books. And maybe a few articles. You are already a PhD. All you just have to do is that few lecturers will sit down and to defend what you have wrote about. You're already a PhD. So being a PhD or having a paper certificate, it is not a big deal. That's my point here. So we need to respect ourselves. Do you understand? We need to respect. Respect is very, very important. Okay, I'm talking about respect today because it's the way people always, especially Edo people, not Yoruba. I'm telling you now, I have a lot of Yoruba friends. I have a lot of Yoruba in my group. They appreciate my articles. I'm talking about Edo people. Edo people. I was forced to talk to one banker like that. He said he's a banker, but he's an elderly man. But I was forced to talk to him because his behavior is very patronizing. You know, there's a word for it. When you are having a conversation with someone, automatically you can sense it. You can sense it. The person don't have to spell it out. You can see it in his behavior. He's already trying to tell you that he's intellectual better than you. Okay? I don't care if you are a record scientist. Your record scientist is your area of specialization. You don't know anything about farming. You don't know anything about the health sector. That's why in Europe, that's why I appreciate people that live in Europe. Before you do anything in Europe, you need a certification. You need a certification. Even though they carry old woman, they clean and shit, you need a certification. You understand? Some of these people, they need to renew this certification as well. They need to go to school. They need to write exam. So the point I'm saying, even though you are ordinary cleaner, regardless of anything you do in Europe, Aswen respect you. Aswen know that your experience can be for a valuable help in Edo State. You understand? He's the only governor. I didn't hear that from Obaseki. He's the only governor that understands that. So it's not a coincidence. When you see companies, when they will check the whole Victoria Island, they say, who is the best person we can do a chairman and bring into our company to be a chairman that can revive this company? They will go and pick Aswen because Aswen know the importance of every workers. He know the importance of every workers. Okay? I think someone said that I was raised up to give the same respect I give to the CEO, to the janitor. Okay? To give the same respect I give to the CEO, to the janitor. That's how Aswen was raised up. You understand? I saw a video about Obase is criticizing Aswen Ighodalo. You know, it's sort of Shomole. You know, see, Danobide is sort of Shomole. it doesn't fucking work like that. The guy is not built like that. You see, the problem is, you see that ego problem. You see that ego problem. Okay, if maybe you watched my first video where I told you that everybody is bred different. We are different animals. We are bred differently. We are not bred to insult people. We are intellectuals. We don't go off the issue. We don't go off a change of idea to insulting. You are built that way. You cannot force someone to behave the way you are behaving, because we are different. We are bred differently. We grow up differently. We are exposed to different culture. So don't hold people. My advice to Albert is that don't hold people against them because they are not so insultive like you. Don't hold people against them because they are not so insultive like Danobi. It's different. They are different breeds. You saw us when you go down in Lagos. Even to call Oshomole a name, it was difficult. You understand? That's why you see my video. It's difficult to even insult elderly people. We are different breeds. I'm not saying you are better or this is better. In fact, we need to clean a political system to the stage of intellectualism, where we have to discuss ideas. Okay, people like Oshomole, Danobi, they are rubbish. Politics is not played like that in here, in Ireland, in UK. It's all about ideas. It's exchange of ideas. Is your idea better than my ideas? That is how politics is played here. And there's nothing wrong if we introduce that kind of politics to Edo State. You understand, my brother? So, a quick recap. Like I said, our Empire and Omigo, as a security expert, the other day, he went to do a shooting range, how to shoot and everything. So our Empire and Omigo, even though he's a security officer in America, he can bring that skills, that experience to come and train our Edo State security network officers. You understand? If maybe this guy, who is civilian now, if maybe he gets us to work with us, I know he work in the warehouse in Italy. That guy have over 15 to 20 years experience working in the warehouse. We can even invite him, even though he's in opposition, but we know he have that skill to come and be our warehouse operator in Edo State. Okay, there's a lot of experience, a lot of knowledge we can harness from our people that live in diaspora. That's the point of this video. But before anything, before we can contact, before you can know I have value, you have value, everybody have value, respect is very important. Let me quote this and round up this video. He said, respect is a core attribute because it is from having respect for others that we are able to form other values. Okay? It's from having respect for others that we are able to form other values. Example, value or value. So we take even in relationship. If husband not the respect wife or wife not the respect husband, nothing works. So first of all, I'm talking about those so-called that call themselves graduate, those so-called that say I graduated from uni. Okay, learn to respect a Edo person, even though a clinic can't do for Europe, because the kind of equipment is exposed to, the kind of technology is exposed to, is not in Edo State. So when he bring that knowledge back home, respect him. The way this our graduate they behave, all this our Edo graduate too. I'm not talking about the Yoruba. That's why I'm focusing on the now. So Curtis they behave. Now so Edo Curtis they behave. You understand? I remember meeting this guy. Before in this meeting, I be Unibe Aye. I kept wondering. Did they see different Aye? Did they see Unibe Aye? Did they see Ring Road Aye? Did they see European Aye? Because I didn't know the difference. So whether a Benin person join Koto, you understand? Whether a Benin person join Koto or mistakenly buy a certificate from Ekpomao, they know the left person hear what. You understand? I give you an example with a SC Casino. In one interview, as well, Ighodalo, the first word when come out from a man, I'm a graduate. What does that even have to do with this discussion? We have not even started any discussion. You're already telling me I'm a graduate. That's why I must go back to Jerome. It is the market that will determine your value. Not because you sabi write English for Facebook. Not because everybody knows that you be graduate. It is to say, go and operate that machine. And if you can operate that machine, we pay you 30 euro an hour. Okay, as a graduate, you have no experience. How can you operate that machine? How can you even set up a funeral home? Okay? So, experience, for me, is number one. Forget your certificate. I'm not saying certificate is not important. I'm not saying education is not important. But there's a need for us to respect each other. Okay? Also, it's a government that appreciates us, especially we that live in abroad. And I believe if we win, it's going to be importing us from here to Nigeria, especially Edo State, to come and use our experience to develop Edo. Because 95% of Edo people abroad, we are into different businesses, different sectors. That if we bring the same knowledge to Edo State, there are going to be a lot of efficiency. There are going to be because we already know the working culture of Oyibo. If Oyibo says 6 a.m. you have to be in work. If you late 2 or 3 times, they want you. So even that common culture, that common habit, even if you bring it to your workplace, you come from abroad, you bring it to your workplace in Edo State, it's a good thing. Okay? So that is it, folks. So let's learn to respect each other, especially when we have a government that recognizes our value in Europe. That's why they say value who value you. Everybody is important. Okay, Abba, stop bragging. Stop bragging to us that Facebook saying you have over 11 million views. It doesn't matter. In fact, Mr. Common Sense, I see him he has more value. He's not even a PDP man. He has more value than you because it's not about the quantity. It's all about quality. Okay, the people that watch me, even though it's 50 views, the people that watch me have quality. Okay, do you know how I know? Make I provoke them. Make you see their right up, make you see the English there, you know that is quality. Some of them come in sometimes, we talk. The people that watch me, even though it's only 50, they have quality. They have quality. So there's the difference between quality and quantity. So Mr. Albert, don't let all those 11 million views when they get deceive you. Okay, I can tell you for free, 70% are just there to relieve their stress. And 70% don't have PVC. Okay? I will not tell you that Mr. Common Sense, people that watch Mr. Common Sense, 70% have PVC. Because Mr. Common Sense, his audience are based in Nigeria, not in Europe. Okay? That's it, folks. My name is Victor Vince. I'm a life coach, a business coach, and a financial literacy teacher. And I'm also a leadership teacher. Thanks for watching and do have a productive day.